evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Catherine Brawns. I'm the current, soon-to-be departed Year 12 coordinator for 2011. 2 more days to go, and I pass that mantle on to our next year coordinator. I'm going to be your mistress of ceremonies tonight. I welcome you all here to the Woree State High School graduation for 2011. And to do our welcome, I'd like to invite Elizabeth Louie and Alice Donnet to the podium, please.
Welcome everyone. My name is Alice Donnet.
And I'm Elizabeth Louie.
We are 2 of the 4 proud school captains of Woree State High School graduating tonight. Sadly, this will be our last formality as captains.
Before we start, on behalf of Woree State High School, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the traditional custodians of this land that we stand on, and also the country throughout Australia, and their continuing connections to the land and the community. We pay our respects to the Yidinji people of this Cairns area and to the elders of both past, present and future, for they hold the memories, the tradition, the culture and the hopes of all Indigenous Australians.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to give a special welcome to parents, family, friends of students, our principal, Mr. Tony Fuller, one of our deputies, Ms. Susan McCullen, our wonderful staff, our VIP admin staff, and last but not least, the future graduates of Woree State High School for 2011. Before we start the graduation ceremony, I ask that all mobile phones are turned off or on silent to avoid any embarrassments during the ceremony. I hope you enjoyed tonight and thank you all for attending this very special night at Woree State High School. The seniors at Woree. Thank you.
Thank you, Alison, as well. I'd like to invite Mr. Tony Fuller to present his address to the graduates.
Parents, family members, staff of Woree State High School, and most importantly, the graduating students of 2011. Tonight we celebrate the completion of 12 years of schooling and look towards a future filled with opportunity for those who dare to dream. As I scan around the room tonight, I ask myself, where did all those fresh-faced 17-year-olds go? I'm sure you'll all agree they just look absolutely fabulous tonight. So let's give them a big round of applause. Some of them I'm flat out recognising. To the seniors of 2011, you have showcased so many wonderful performances and entertained us with your vibrant personalities. Every one of you has had a unique journey over the past 12 years, and tonight that important milestone of graduating has come to you. The opportunity to watch and influence your growth towards becoming young adults gives us, as teachers, great pleasure. And I must say, we have witnessed plenty to be proud of over the past 5 years. It is just so important to have a sound platform to take that next step into adulthood, ensuring all of you are equipped to contribute positively to the wider community. It has been inspiring to hear so many of you talk about how proud you are of your school and often refer to the unique qualities that Woree State High School has that makes it so special. That is, every student counts at Woree State High. We believe in all students, and we believe that that all of them have so much to offer, and that all students can be achievers. As you leave Woree, you will be our ambassadors for the school for many years. Please take every opportunity to pass that positive endorsement around the wider community. How will you remember Woree State High School? Well, it might go something like this. It could be the friends you have made for life, or that special teacher that gave you extra encouragement and guidance. Many of you will remember getting dressed up to support the themes of the sports carnivals. Well, you might remember the fun we had on the Year 8, Year 10 and Year 12 camps. The excitement of putting performances together for the arts, food and cultural festivals. Putting endless hours of practice into the school bands. Joining the Beacon Ambassadors program and refining those leadership skills. Representing the school in sports and debating teams. Leading the school as a school captain or a sports captain or a student council leader. Representing your region and state in your chosen sport. A lot of you played Master Chef for the many functions we catered for during the year. It's always wonderful to see the spirit when we get students putting on a barbecue for the student council. Or you could have been part of the construction crew, building projects around the school. Or getting that great opportunity to start a school-based apprenticeship. Could be achieving a credit or a distinction in an international academic competition. Or just purely being satisfied with the hard work that you've put in and you achieving your maximum results. These are all great memories of Woree Stay High, and these will remain with you for many years to come. As I look around the room tonight, there are many fond memories that will always be unique to this 2011 cohort. So instead of mentioning names, I'd like you to think about this. Can you identify how you will be remembered? It could be admiring the determination of our top achievers to beat the rest of those students and get the top marks. It could be fearing that some of you would not make it to the end, but you've now made it over the line. It could be the passion displayed by students leading the lunchtime activities of the sporting teams. It could be busting that defensive line time and time again on the rugby league field. It could be carving up the opposition on the soccer field. Those of us flexing our muscles, and others pretending they have muscles. As I said, I wouldn't mention any names. Those inspirational smiles, those with the artistic flair, the quiet achievers, the rhythmic and graceful dancers, the wonderful role models for the different cultural groups, your inseparable best mates, stars on the netball court or the touch field, those of us who have overcome an illness and inspired others around us. So there are so many wonderful stories about this year's graduates. Stories about breaking down the barriers, about overcoming trauma or even seeking a new life. All of us have talents, and I would like to take this opportunity just to outline two special stories that demonstrate the strength of the Woree team. I say these stories not saying that they're more important than others, but I think that really does highlight some of the wonderful achievements that our kids have done. And none better than the wonderful story of Doa. Doa grew up in Sudan, where she attended her first 3 years of schooling. She then relocated to a new school in Egypt, spent 4 years there in what Doa says was a really strict school. When Doa came to Australia, everything was different. The language, the people, the school systems and the environment. Doa enrolled at Cairns West, spent her first 2 months starting to learn the English language. After 2 months, she was able to communicate, read and write. Every day, a new word was added to the vocab. Doa started high school at Trinity Bay High School, completing year 8 and 9. She saw the light and then came to Woree. Doa's academic results started to improve every semester, and by the end of grade 12 she has something to be proud of. 4 HAs and 3 sounds, and these just aren't in simple subjects. You know, a high achievement in physics, a high achievement in chemistry, a high achievement in biology, a high achievement in Maths B. Maths C a sound and English a sound. Just the sound in English is Just an outstanding story. But the story doesn't end there. One of her greatest achievements will surely be her selection as the 2011 school captain. It will give me so much pleasure tonight to shake the hand of Doa in celebrating her high school graduation and the part that woree has played in her journey of courage and determination. Doa, we are so proud and inspired of what you have achieved. And he is different, and that's Aaron Lee. Aaron, you've never failed to amaze me with your thirst for knowledge and your attention to detail. Only on a daily basis, you have overcome adversity and just showed such a passion for being at school. Those questions of yours can be so inquisitive, surprising and just enjoyable. Lucky there's only 3 of them, hey Aaron? Aaron has an impact on everybody and is really well accepted by everybody. Even his old primary school principal, Mr. Clive Dixon, who's now my boss, has such a soft spot for you, and he offered you work experience at the Regional Education Office. Who knows? If you play your cards right, Aaron, you might even get a future there. Keep working at it. Aaron, we're so proud of you and hope you continue to be that unique person we all love. There are so many special stories. Anyway, now you all have the opportunity to forge your own pathway by making decisions that make a difference and take responsibility without your parents giving you that every instruction. Undoubtedly, choosing your course will require courage. All of you are faced with the challenge of transitioning to work, training or higher education over the next few months. Remember that charter we signed in grade 10? I'll be watching. Unfortunately, next year will be more of a challenge for you as young adults, perhaps more so than any other cohort has faced. The economic downturn that Cairns is currently experiencing has potential to reduce opportunities in the immediate future. I encourage you to be resilient, persistent and hang on to that career dream. You may not get where you want to get straight away, but don't be afraid to seek smaller steps to achieve that end goal. woree is committed to supporting and tracking your progress next year, so keep in touch. Because communication can be really difficult once you depart us, so keep that in mind, guys. It is also important for the night to acknowledge a very special person, and that is Kathy Braun's the year coordinator for the past 5 years. I'm sure all the Year 12s will remember and appreciate the many, many words of wisdom and support from this very dedicated and passionate teacher. I would like to thank Kathy personally for a huge effort in looking after this group over the years. You've been a great year coordinator and a fantastic support for me in mentoring the Year 12s. Students, you've reached an end of an era. Yet that era will remain with you forever. On Friday, you say goodbye to the structures school life offers. It is a stage in your life when you say goodbye to friends and teachers that have impacted on your lives in so many ways. I have known some of you for only 5 years, but I am certainly the richer for having worked with you over those years. To the graduates of 2011, good luck, stay in touch, and believe in yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fuller. See if I can keep it together. Hey, I've had you for 5 years. It's like sending me back to school first time. Let's start. Congratulations to the class of 2011. The girls look magnificent tonight. They really have done very well. And boys, I think they deserve a round of applause. Of course, on the other hand, the guys have scrubbed up magnificently well too, so I'm sure the girls would like to return the favour. So let's thank the gentlemen, ladies, for combing their hair, shaving, being on time, and looking so dashing tonight. I am so pleased to be able to share your celebrations tonight, guys. I've enjoyed the journey with you from 2006 to 2011, and I appreciate your contributions to the school and your support and care for each other. You've been a great cohort. I really have enjoyed the 5 years. Some of you, it's only been a year, but it's felt like 5 years. It has been said in that respect that adolescence is a period of rapid changes. Between the ages of 12 and 17, a parent ages as much as 20 years. And I know that I have at times looking after these guys, and I'm sure you appreciate that too, parents and carers. I just want to share a few short notes and ideas with you, since this is the last time I will get to teach you guys. And I'll start with a quote from someone called Ben Stein. The first step to getting things out of life is this: decide what you want. Your parents and your schools have guided you to where you are. Soon, you are on your own. Do you really know what you want out of life? Have you decided what you want? What's the most important to you? Money? Fame? A successful business of your own? A wonderful, enduring marriage? Travel? Success? Whatever that means? To be a wonderful dad or mother? To help less fortunate children overseas? The pleasure of grandchildren? Do you really know what you really want out of life? I challenge you thus. Sometime after these celebrations and weeks away and Christmas is over, try writing down what you want out of life. One last go at goal setting. But this is serious stuff, and I think a lot of you in your heart of hearts can answer that now. It has been said the best way to predict the future is to invent it. If you have left our school truly believing that you can take control of your life, that you can invent your futures, then I will be a happy person. I've done some of my job. If someone tells you that you won't last at uni, prove them wrong. If you know people who haven't made great mums or dads and worry that you mightn't either, change your thinking. If laziness or being a poor saver seems to run in your family, be the first to change the cycle, because you can do it. Norman Peale once said, change your thoughts and you can change the world. Some of you will stuff up. We have had 5 years of a couple of those. Remember, success isn't permanent and failure isn't fatal. Pick yourself up, be resilient, get back on track, and 80% of success is showing up. Don't let others slow you down. Stick to your goals, be true to yourself, and don't spend the time bitching. There are... First time you've heard it, guys. Last time too. There are those who look at things and ask why. I dream of things that never were and ask why not. And say why not to yourself, because I believe every single one of you in this room, every single one of you, can be successful in whatever you decide you want out of life. If only you know what that is, and if you don't, find out. Be confident that you can do it. And I will leave you with some very, very wise words from a man I regard as a living saint, Nelson Mandela. He stated, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is not that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that frightens us most. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be?" Good luck, Year 12s. I will miss you dearly. Okay, thank you very much. I'm going to ask the captains so we can actually get this cake cut and ready for you to go outside.
Everybody get their eyes open.
I'd like to start with 12A. This is your last roll call, guys. And Mr. Evans to help with presenting. Amir Abdullah. Yu Chang. Caleb Eaton. Simon Fernandez. Billy Goldsworthy. Jason Hayden. Sarah Jarwan. Cody McCulloch. Joy Namani. Barney Sambonama. Storm Savage. Teo. Ty Farley. B, can you please stand? And Mrs. Marie Eversfeld. Thank you, Mr. Evans. Shri Austin. Eden Fernandez. Harley Balfour. Margaret Chang. Deanna Davidson. Paul Tolo. Erica Broom. Melody Knott. Aaron Lee. Isabel Louis. Sid McToto. Kashaya Minicon Schreiber. Cyrus Cranley. Sarah Pringle. Rachel Thomas. Jason Trippin. Jared Wilmot. Kevin Xiong. Thank you, Mrs. Westfeld, and I ask Mr. Unsworth to come up, please. And 12C to Jess Sanderson. Tony Blanket. Nicholas Banana. Chloe Fitzgerald.
There it is.
Joshua Bedlam. Gail Grundy. Rachel Harwood. Stuart Cappy. Sarah Kinsman-Barcel. Carolee Lampton. Lillian Maloney. Diana Manet. Jessica Morton. Helena Rasmussen. Morrison Singleton.
Go Morrison!
Luana Spratt. Laura Bain. Christina Booth. True Jean. Yang Jean. Richard Zipko. Thank you, Ms. Hansford, and I call Ms. Harrington. Craig Beecham. Gemma Kempratt. Lila Cole. Christian Galanato. Elijah Getaway. Jenny Sue Pepper. Jeremy Joyner. Michael Musumeci. Grayson Melio. Catherine O'Connor. Shanice Rookwood. Travis Stanley. Gemma Todd McFinish. Ronald Tyson. And Josephine Van Galen. Thank you, Miss Harrington, and I invite Miss Mette Morrison to the podium. William Lamb. Harry Bosworth. Tristan Connolly. Doa El Bashar. Shantae Jackson. Brian Fulker. Christy Lacey. To Louis. Haley Martin. Mariah Martin. Arlene Sinclair. Kayla Snedden. Brandon Tapahela. Fatoe Tuala. And David Shaw. Thank you, Ms. Morrison, and I ask Mr. Charlton to come to the podium. Face and Bowie. Keller Cross. Alice Donnett. Kenneth Franklin.
My bad.
Warwick Gardner. Andrew Jackson. Florence Maxwell. Ethel Mooker. Chantel Peach. Abby Pearson. Carol Pilkey. O'Shea Satrick. Jaden Severs. Veronica Skinner. Shana Kikion-Kopi. Tamara Williams. And last but not least, Thomas Rice. Thank you, Mr. Charlton. I'd like to now invite Jason Hayden and Doa El-Basha to present their vote of thanks.
As representatives for the cohort of 2011, we would like to thank each and every one of you present for your support and understanding over the past 5 years. For some, it may have been a bit longer. You have not stood behind us or in front of us, but beside us, guiding us to this point in time. Our parents, guardians, carers, friends, teachers, and staff, you have all had a part to play in our experience of woree. Without you, we would not be able to stand here tonight in our beautiful gowns and suits and farewell our friends and teachers for the last time as students.
To our teachers, you have given us the academic know-how, but you have also taught us life skills that we will carry for the rest of our lives. To our principals, you have shown us necessary leadership skills to make it ahead in our lives. To our friends, thank you for getting us through the good times, the bad times, and all in between times. Finally, to our parents, carers, and or guardians. Without you, we would not be here today. You have been the cornerstone of our lives. You have listened to our highs and lows and seen us through the rough times. You have accepted us at our very worst, and that the unconditional love you have given us has been the thing to pull us through to now. We are on the cusp of adulthood. We are now finished a very important journey and embarking on the next leg. We will just need that first kickstart again.
We would also like to thank these people in particular, Ms. Kim Grundy, Mr. Alistair Yeasley, Ms. Ellie Jeffries, Mr. Matt Evans for their outstanding dance lessons throughout the year. Hopefully, these will pay off later. Ms. Brenda Squirt for her work on the graduation and formal program tickets.
Our form teachers, for your patience and understanding throughout the years. Mr. Crooks, Mr. Muzamechi, and Mr. Finlay, for the years you put into us to pass us on to Mr. Fuller. Mr. Fuller, for your guidance and help throughout the year. Sandy Downs and the staff at the Reef Hotel Casino for putting the events together and presenting the rooms beautifully.
Remember that life is full of twists and turns. Let's take this opportunity to pass every experience. But let's take this moment in time to let our heads down and forget what's ahead of us for a short while.
I'd like to thank Brenda, Judy, Michelle, Catherine, Lana and Mary in the office for all the help and keeping me under control for the last few weeks, or actually the last 5 years. I'd like to thank Tony for his support during this year especially, and our deputies Mr. Musamechi and Mr. Finlay and Mr. Crooks throughout the years we've had them. I'd like to thank Sandy for giving me the support and presenting this beautifully. Phys Ed team, thank you for the football matches, the phys eds, the dancing and everything. Hopefully they will pull it off. And last of all, I'd like to thank the graduates for the past 5 years. Without you, I wouldn't be here. Thanks very much. Okay, that concludes the official part of the night. I would like to invite you to the Urchins Lounge for light refreshments, and there are 4 cash bars available. Thank you, and let's enjoy the rest of the evening.
Good evening to the 2011 formal. I have to say everybody does look beautiful tonight. Aww. I think now I introduce Miss Bronze for the house, Judy. Yeah.
The first dance will have our partners, gentlemen selecting our partners for the traditional barn dance.
just the night of our senior formal, it is the day that somebody else was born 17 years ago. I invite Richard Zivkov to come up and cut his birthday cake, please.
Say come up.
Come up to here. So if you could all join, please.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Surprise from your mother.
Oh, really?
So hopefully she's got good photos of your face going.